All right. Shalom, shalom. Give me a second. Just give me a couple seconds. I didn't plan to go live right here, but I want to hurry. I want to talk about this. Just give me a couple seconds. I'm trying to find somewhere that I could put this phone. I don't want people to think I'm trying to. Oh man, let me see. Oh, I know what I could do. Let me do this. There we go. All praises. All right. Hey, shalom, shalom. Get out the sun. I was just here grabbing something to drink and put it about right there. And this is on my, well, this is some news that's out right now. This happened a couple hours ago. First and foremost, I'm already facing the east. I want to give all glory, honor, and praises to my power, our power, Yahweh Bahashim, Yahweh Shai, right? Barakatah Yahweh and Barakatah Yahweh Shai, right? So if everybody is all to WAP, and I'm just gonna go right into things. This is real. This is gonna be real quick. So if you don't know, or maybe you do know, Bank of America is, at least for the, northern hemisphere, for the, in the United States. But I believe it might be worldwide, but it's for the United States. B of A is down right now, so people are waking up. That I don't have B of A myself anymore, but people that I know, a lot of people that do, people that have B of A, they're waking up to their account saying zero, literally zero, or they can't log in. People. I mean, this is people from that have all type of amounts in their accounts. People that have whatever in their account. Your account says zero. So first, then you got to know how these banking systems work. These banks don't have any money. Like growing up as kids, we thought like banks printed money and they had money. They don't. These banks it's nothing more than a Ponzi scheme. So there's one or two things that are happening here. And shalom to all you, shalom to all you Akim or Aquaf that may be tuning in. Yahweh Hashem, Yahweh Shai Barak, Barakatham, Barakatah to you and your households. So one or two things that are happening here, right, is Bank of America collapsed or is collapsing, or they're doing what is called a bail-in. So what a bail-in is where they take your money and everybody's money that's with B of A, and they take their money and use your money to pay off debts and bonds. They take your money that they owe to other for debts and bonds. They take your money. This is why people's accounts are showing zero. These are the only two things, right? And now I'm gonna get into just a couple of scriptures to show you, this is how we're gonna end up going into the cryptocurrency and obviously ultimately the RFID chip. So what happens is the banks are nothing but Ponzi schemes. So they either collapsed. It's only one of the two. Now, yeah, there is always a risk, of cyber attacks. We had one, a couple months ago. That is could be very prevalent this time, especially with the war going on. But speaking as a man, I perceive that this is something going on, and that's not good. If B of A's happen to do that, whenever that bank has to do a bail-in, they have to use your money to pay to stay afloat. If they don't pay those bonds and those debts that they owe, the bank shuts down. They close. They collapse. And then what happens is after they've paid, let's say, the bonds and the debts, you know what they do? They go to another bank and borrow more money, and then you'll have your money back in there. And they wash and repeat. That is banking 101 in a nutshell. That is your bank system right there. 101. That's banking 101, for you right there. Is that you have B of A is either collapsed or they're doing a bail-in. And again, a bail-in is where they take the customer's money. They take the customer's money and they take every customer's money and they pay what they owe. Like they're in debt with bonds, right? Or like stocks and bonds. Not stocks, but bonds and I forgot the other one. Bonds is one of the biggest ones. But they take your money and they pay for that. So that's why people are waking up this morning and they're seeing zero. People that had $40,000, $50,000, $10,000, $5,000, doesn't matter. People are seeing zero. Even to this very second, it's still down. People are seeing zeros. And it's funny because they were, looking at some of the comments and people were saying their account says zero, but they can still see their debt. Well, of course you can. Of course you can still see your debt. Of course your debt's going to be there. That's why the bank is doing the bail-in the first place. It's because if they don't take care, they'll collapse. But see, this is all the more reason to push big blockchain crypto. That's all for reasons like this. And this is just B of A. So let me go on the comment board and see what I can see. This is just makeshift. I wasn't going to bring it out right here. My receiver just felt we're good. I don't want to thought you guys can hear me. Okay, I can barely see that light. Hey, shalom to the brother Andrew Padilla. Shakba Shana, shalom Malak. Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai Barakatam to you. And shalom to the Aqua, the Princess Rebecca Ofer. Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai Barakatam to you. So that brings me to. Oh, I'm sorry, I didn't even. And I think is that Hawashaya? I can't. It's in the sunlight. Okay, no, there it is. Okay, yeah, you put Con-Ak. I have Bank of America. It says account currently unavailable. So yeah, so that's what's going on. Is you got the banks? It's called a bail-in. They've either collapsed, or what they do is to keep from collapsing is they do a bail-in. So again, I'll say it one more time. A bail-in is when banks take the customer's money, unbeknownst to you, until you log in and realize that it's zero or you can't get in, and they take your money to pay the debts and the bonds that they owe. And then after they take your money and they get caught up, you know what they do? They borrow money from another lender, from another bank, and they wash and it's a Ponzi scheme. That's all banking is. Like, my mother worked in the banking field for over 40 years, so I'm going to go to, hopefully that my internet is cool. Let me see, I'm going to log on. I was going to bring it out somewhere else, but I had to jump on this. So let me connect. We already know that, what this is leading up to. It's leading up to eventually the big blockchain, the crypto, the RFID, and this is why, brothers and sisters got to be, on their watch. You got to be built up, stay built up in the spirit, and you have to, your trust should not, woe to them to go down to Egypt for help. You gotta, because this caught a lot of people off guard, and it's catching a lot of people off guard, like the cyber attack that happened, maybe 2 months ago, where everything was down, like, everything, not just banks, like anything to do with making a purchase was down. Now this is your bank, this is people's banking, and they hit it what right around what's today, the 2nd of October. A lot of people were paying their mortgage or rent or bills around this time. So let me see if I can log on. I don't know about this. I can if I can't, if one of you Akim want to post in Hosea, I believe in Revelation, where no he calls them to take a mark in their wrist and their forehead, both. I'm paraphrasing it. Both rich and poor. Let me see if I'm logged on. If not, I can just get it. Let me see. And let me know if my audio is to WAP. I didn't set any levels. I just plugged. Let's see. Man, this is serious, man. And it just shows you, man, like the mindset, man. Because we know all the big banking families are Esau, man. We know that. Everybody knows that. And just to see how these banking systems work, man. It's nothing but a Ponzi system. Nothing but a Ponzi. It's nothing but a pyramid, a Ponzi scheme, man. They owe money, so they take your money that you worked for, that you saved, and they take it and say, yeah, we'll be needing this for as long as we need it. We got to go pay some stuff. Oh, so I don't have access to my money? My money, not your my money. No, you don't have access to your money. We need to hold that. They strong arming people. That's what they do, man. As Esau, they strong arming people. So everybody with B of A is getting strong armed right now, so they can go take care of their they got to make sure they keep their yachts and their planes, their private jets, and make sure that their bank doesn't go under. So let's take the customer's money. Let's not take our money. God, hey, Yahweh forbid they take their money, which is not even theirs to begin with, but let's take the customer's money and let's go pay for these bonds and this debt. So let me see this. Calls both great and rich. Come on, looks like, why is this network not showing up? Searching. Out of all these stores over here. And see my SUV, I see my network, Judah 83, but I haven't figured out since I got this car last year how to get it fully set. Here we go. Starbucks Wi-Fi. Okay. All right, should be good here. Okay, all right, good. We good. Let me see if you posted it up, that scripture I was looking for. Audio is good. The water. Hey, the water. Here we go. Yeah, this is the book of Revelations 13:6. And it says, and he calls, how does it always fade away when you start reading? And he calls all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand and on their foreheads, right? So we know that, this is talking about the mark of the beast, the RFID chip, spoken of and here in Revelations, right? So with this B of A going down, this is going to just further the case for them to continue to start the blockchains. And shalom to the prophet Ariel Yasha Allah, Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai Barakatam to you and your household, Malak, and shalom to the brother Habashaya. Shalom to you, Malak, Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai Barakatam to you. So yeah, I'm logging into this Wi-Fi right now. I had to stop and do this. I wasn't going to do it right here, but you see B of A, anybody with B of A is down right now. At this very moment, still down. So I'll say it again, just for people that's just getting on. When banks do this, it's either one or two things would this happen. B of A has collapsed, or they're doing what they call a bail-in, not a bail-out. There is a bail-out, but then they're not going to do that. It's called a bail-in. A bail-in is where they take your money. They take the customer's money and they pay off debts and bonds, right? The bonds is the strongest thing that gets them, and that gets them to where they have to do a bail-in, right? They've taken every customer's money, right? So I don't know how much they owed, just because if they don't do it, they collapse. And that's why I said they've either collapsed or they're doing a bail-in to keep from collapsing. So obviously right now you can't, if you have B of A, you can't get into your account, or if you can get in, it shows zeros because they're negotiating. They're paying what they owe. They're taking your hard-earned money, your savings. They don't matter. People can't. Your savings is showing zero. Checkings is showing zero. Everything that any money you have in there is showing zero for the bail-in. And then after they've paid it off, what they do is they go to another bank and they take out another loan, and they just wash and repeat, wash and repeat. That's banking. Like I said earlier, that's banking. That's what this, and this wicked place got to go. So let me just hold on. Let me just put my name in here. I don't know when Starbucks started wanting all this information just to use the free internet. Like I said, I haven't figured out how to get it set up on the built-in Wi-Fi on my in this SUV. It has built-in Wi-Fi. I created a name. I see it, but I don't. Every time I connect to it, it rediverts me to I think it's either Verizon or AT&T. But we got it right here. Let me just put my so I want to get a couple more scriptures. Bear with me, Akim and Aqua. Hope everybody's having a Tawab day. I mean, obviously you people that have B of A, I know you got to be, that's not cool, man. But it just show you, man. Hey, if somebody want to get that scripture while I'm getting the internet, it says that, when the righteous are in authority, the people rejoice, but when the wicked rule, the people, we mourn, and right now we know the wicked are in rulership right now. So when they're in rulership right now, which Esau is in rulership, they're coming out of power. But right now, this day, they're in rulership. This is the type of stuff we get. This what you're gonna get right here. That's why this man has to go. This is why this man has to go. They gotta go, man. All right, I'm almost done. So I can get the scriptures I want. Yeah, so you got a bail-in happening right now. They're taking every customer's money with B of A, and they're paying off their own debts. And once it's paid off, they're gonna go to another bank and take out another loan. And then they'll be back up and operating. All of a sudden, you'll see your account back to what it was before. That's literally what's going on. Because I don't think they could have. I don't want to write this out. They'd have collapsed. Because if they collapse, then what's going to happen next is you're going to see Chase collapse within the next 24 hours. Then you're going to see Wells Fargo collapse, right? Because all of these are, then you're going to see the credit unions, right? Everything is, because the credit unions are no different. It's no different, right? So 3, 4. Okay, here we go. So more, but typically when this happens, banks will just do a bail-in, and that's what's going on. But the audacity, man, to take somebody else's money that does not belong to you. Hey, sorry about that. I normally it's because I set my phone right up here on my dash, and what is it? It's supposed to be 101 today, but it's 97. So I'm just gonna have to let me see. my phone, man, the whole time. So yeah, I set my phone on top of my dashboard, and the dash is hot. The gas was 97, but it's cool inside of the car. Like it's cool here inside of my inside of my car. So, anyways, I don't know after the stream is back on. I just had to, stop here, and I really don't want to hold this in my hand the whole time, but I will if I have to. Um, uh, yeah, B of A's down, man. I just checked; it's still down. And again, I said earlier, they're doing a bail in. I'll just say it one more time for people that just got on. So a bail in is when a bank takes the customer's money, and I don't want to write this out. My audio is so good. Is when a bank takes your money. Don't matter what they take, all the customer. They take your money and they pay for bonds and debts. Right. So that's what they're doing right now. And they do that to keep from collapsing. Okay, so either B of A has collapsed, or but banks don't want to collapse. They make money off interest. That's what they get. They make money, so they don't want to collapse. But see, this is all leading up to the blockchains, and ultimately, we just read in Revelations, to the RFID chip. And then, of course, this happens the war is super intense, and right now with Iran and Israel, right? This happens right on the cuspis of what we, you Akim and us Akim, and Akwaf know to be World War III, where Yahweh is gathering everybody into the Valley of Shabbat, or the Valley of Judgment, and we know World War III is going to go down. But we know before that happens, we know the famine of the word is going to be instituted, and we know that, we see that coming as well, right? And then we also know that the RFID chip, this bank thing happening is big, because we had the cyber attack. What was that, like 2-3 months ago, where everything was down as far as they didn't just go after banks. They basically went after the infrastructure as far as the software. They have a software that protects. There are a lot of it's a standard, and it protects like security. Like when you use your card, it protects. That went down, right? They hacked that like 2.5 months ago. So, right, this is different. B of A right now, I don't know if it's back up. If any of you Akim or Akwaf have B of A and you can get in or you can't get in, let me know on the chat. But they're doing a bail in. So if you're just wondering, like, why is your money not there, it's because B of A has took your money. They've taken everybody that banks with them your money to pay for their debt, to pay for their bonds, and for their bonds and their so it's another one. It's their bonds. Basically, it's their debt and their bonds. And then once they've got it paid for, your money will be back. You'll have your money back in there, because what they're gonna do is they're gonna go to basically one of the Esau. They're gonna go to another lender, and they're gonna take out another loan. Bank of America, the entire corporation, is going to take out another loan. And then people are like, what? Why is the bank taking a loan? Like, banks don't have money. The bank is going to take out a loan for, could be this. I'm just throwing a number out there. Could be, I don't know what they owe. It could be 100 billion. They'll take the loan out, and then everybody's money will be back in their account. They'll be caught up. But the thing is, it's just showing you how close we are to everything happening. I can't get online right now. It's everything's overheating, even though I got my AC on. But let me see if the scripture is still up here. Okay, yeah, okay. Yeah, you brother, you got a lot. Yeah, Salakia, when it went off earlier, I had the phone sitting up here on top of the, up here, and it got hot up there. So this is from the brother Ariel. Uh, this is the book of Job. Uh, and Satan answered the Lord and said, "Skin for skin, yea, all that a man have will he give for his life." Hey, and see, that's what's happening right now. Hey, these devils, man, Esau, you think they care about? Hey, what's today's the second, right? You got a lot of people paying, property tax or mortgages or rent or bills. You got a lot of people paying that, or is due by tomorrow. A lot of it's, do you think Esau they don't care? They went right in and took everybody's money out. Took anybody banking with B of A. They took their money out so that they could pay for their debt, inconveniencing everybody, and they don't care, right? So, and just going to show you, man, that which is crooked cannot be made straight, and they are crooked, you know. And yeah, and it says, skin for skin. Yeah, all that a man that a man hath will he give for his own life. And then I also can say that, look, this is why, it says those who seek to keep their life are going to lose it, and those who seek to, who are willing to lose their life are going to find their life, right? And this is just a perfect example. This just hit. People woke up this morning thinking it was going to be a regular day. They were going to go to B of A, or they was going to do some transaction, pay some bills. Oh, no, 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 no. That's not wasn't going to happen today. That's not happening today. No, B of A said, no, we need your money. We got to, B of A said, we got to pay our bills. We got to pay some debt. So we got to inconvenience the whole world. Anybody banking with us, we need all of that. Run all that in. Everybody got strong arm today. They got B of A. And this is why we don't put our trust in this place. Scripture says, woe to them to go down to Egypt for help. Then we don't put our trust, never trust thy enemy. Now, yeah, brothers got other brothers, but I got a bank. I don't have B of A anymore, but I got a bank account. But it's just showing you that how much closer we are. And I'm gonna get the other precepts too. The internet over here is horrible. And I don't have my physical sword with me, so I'm gonna grab these. This is the book of Deuteronomy 28 and 53 from the brother Ariel Yasha'Allah. And thou shalt eat the fruit of thy own body, the flesh of thy sons and of thy daughters, which the Lord thy God have given thee, in the siege and in the straightness wherein. Yeah, hey, we're going there. We're getting there. It's getting to a point where, you got people now that was gonna go out and get groceries, for the houses, for the household, and they can't get their money because it's tied up with Bank of America. It's all tied up. It's all, you can't even get to it. So it's just showing you that. And that's just, eventually it's going to come back on. But hey, I don't want to, maybe it don't come back on. Maybe they collapse. Maybe all the money that everybody that's frozen, maybe that's not enough to pay. And they have to collapse. Because that's what happens. If they can't pay the bonds and the debt that they owe with doing the bail-in that they're doing right now, then that's called a bank collapse. And they collapse, and that's it. So and it's all more reason for them to push the big blockchain, the crypto, which we know ultimately is going to lead to the RFID, right? And you're going to have a lot, speaking to the circumcision, a lot of our people that if you're not rooted up, if Yahweh Hashem, Yahweh Shai is not your shield, and you're not under that wing of the Almighty, you're going to catch hell. You're going to catch hell. because you got people right now that are catching hell, behind this. This is oh, I didn't get the rest of that. Yeah, thine enemies shall distress thee. Yeah, and that's what I was going into. Because again, you got a lot of people are stressed out right now. They got B of A. They can't get to the money. They're stressed out. They cannot get to the money. ATMs down, everything. So like, oh, did you go to ATM? Nah. If your account shows zero, what are you going to pull out? You can't pull nothing out, and the ATMs are down. When they're doing that bail in, that bank basically don't exist. When a bank does a bail in, the bank basically does not exist. It's just a logo sitting on the outside of the wall. It don't exist until they pay up, and then they have to go get another loan from another bank. Sometimes it's the same bank, but typically they'll go to a different bank and get another loan, and they just repeat the cycle. And the same thing can happen with that bank. So we just want to be ready, and I just wanted to go live and touch on that, because we want to be ready and stay ready, because that's what the Lord, he said, I've set up watchmen, to warn the people that they should never hold their peace. The prophets that are doing lessons, hitting the highways and hedges, everything they can. One body with different moving parts. This is no excuse for anybody. Nobody should be, the brothers, that's a part of the banyam, the body, the brothers is in the akwaf, and the sisters. We should not be caught off guard at any point, because the Lord has given us the instructions. He's given us the instructions. He's told us what to do. We know what to expect. Like 2/3 and the rest of these heathens in the world, okay, they're gonna be caught off guard. They're caught off guard. They're shook right now, as they would say in the world. They're shook. But if you got B of A, and you woke up, hey, this shouldn't have shook you. I mean, yeah, you may have been like, oh, it's a little inconvenience, but you know what? You keep going. You continue to pray. You continue to go in your prayer closet, continue to do the same thing you would do as if it didn't happen, right? But see, that's having that mindset, that being rooted, so if your rock is built upon, the foundation of Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, hey, no storm, nothing's going to be able to move you. And some would call this a storm. Not being able to have access to your money, because we know in this world, you need money to buy things. That's how it works, to function, to operate, to move. But you can't do that right now for certain people, right? So this is why we just want to be aware, and always, and be constantly be looking, be on watch, be on point, understand that anything could go down, and we want to be ready. Stay ready. If you stay ready, you don't got to get ready. We want to stay in the scriptures. I think, let me get all of this. Isaiah. Oh yeah. I wanted this to the water, Malak Aria, Isaiah 65:13. Therefore, thus saith the Adawan, Yahweh, behold, my servants shall eat, but ye shall be hungry. Behold, my servants shall drink, but ye shall be thirsty. Behold, my servants shall rejoice, but ye shall be ashamed. And ultimately, that's what it is. Hey, we're good. We good. And all you Akim, I think the brother Angel Badia went on and said his account was, he couldn't access his account, but we know, just through this, we know that brother's good. He's on the live, watching the videos. Hey, Yahweh got that brother. We're gonna be taken care of. They could turn the lights out, man, in America. We're gonna have light, and it's some kind of way we're gonna have light, right? So because again, we are rehearsing our righteous acts. I don't want to say we're of that number of that, that was called and chosen, before the very foundations of this world, right? With that engrafted word. So his elect are we're not going to hunger, we're not going to thirst, and others are though, right? Because again, we got to stay prudent, man. A prudent man foreseeth the evil and hides himself, but the simple pass on and are punished. You got a lot of people just passing on but the warnings. This is the big warning right here, and it's been a lot of warnings before this, but this is a big one right here, and it's still happening. I got to when I log off, I'll check and see if it's still going on. But this is Proverbs 29:2. When the yeah, I got this. Hey, that's the spirit. Because this was the first one I got. Uh, 29:2. Proverbs 29:2. When the righteous are in authority, the people rejoice. But when the wicked beareth rule, the people mourn. And and I'll wrap it up with that. That's exactly what's going on. We know that the righteous are not, Yahweh Shai soon. Hey, we're hasting the captain. If we've been taken captive, and we're hasting in the day to get out of this. We're in our hell, so we're hasting for Yahweh to send His Son Yahweh Shai back, so that righteousness can rule this earth forever and even ever. Because right now the wicked are being ruled. When they rule, the people mourn. You get things like bail-ins, and you get things like wickedness, and the ozone being messed up, and all types of just all the madness that goes on here in Babylon and the world, not just Babylon, but the whole world behind this devil Esau. So I wanted to just quickly bring this out because I knew about it when I woke up. The Lord woke me up this morning. I went to some feeds and I seen. I'm like, oh, dang! I'm thinking maybe it's like kind of was going to be centralized or kind of stationary, or kind of confounded, or not confounded, but I thought it was going to be more so isolated is the word I'm looking for, to like a couple of states. Nah, this is worldwide with B of A. This is worldwide. So when I heard that, I'm like, oh yeah, I already know how this banking system thing works. They're doing a bail-in. They either collapsed or they're doing a bail-in. But see, all of it's just leading up to the big blockchain, to the crypto. More reason for them to say, you know what, this is why you should be on crypto, and this would have never happened. This can never happen if you're on crypto. This can never happen if we have everybody and force everybody to take a chip. You'll never have to worry about this again. So it's a snowball effect. So the Wadi Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, for another day, with that, I'm gonna sign off through the spirit. You're already facing the east. I want to give all praises, glory, and honor to our power, my power, Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem Rakak Wadash, right? Barakatah Yahweh and Barakatah Yahweh Shai. And I want to say shalom to you, everybody that tuned in. Salakia for the disconnect earlier. That was my phone. My phone don't really overheat much when I go live, but it overheated and kicked me off. So, continue to put in, as the prophet on here says, put in your bricks, and the main thing is to stay ready, stay in these words, keep watch, right? Because we see everything is happening. We're here, where it's happening. This is big. This is big, right along with the war going on. So with that, I say shalom to you kings and you princesses, right? Love you all. Shalom.